So there's a rumor floating around. I haven't seen it confirmed anywhere that Kair Elam got traded. As you see, cover one here reporting, that this Mookie guy, did he really get traded to Carolina Panthers? Dude had him blocked so he couldn't retweet it. And it says, Elam to Panthers has not been confirmed, but his name has been mentioned in talks, but Elam could be on the move. And this would shock me if this ends up true. I wonder what the play at cornerback will be. Established upper tier veteran or a competitive veteran. Either way, drafting one will be necessary, but how high depends on the likely veteran addition. Hard to be patient, LOL. I hear they traded him for the signing. Oh, someone's trolling. What could we possibly get from Carolina for Kair Elam? That's exactly what I was thinking, because he sucks, man. You know what I mean? I'm obviously not a pro athlete, but to knock someone like that, I always say that, like, just the average individual sitting around talking about pro athletes tearing them apart. But listen, these guys cash big checks. This dude was a first round pick, and he just hasn't been first round talent. He's barely been out there, and we saw him appear in the playoff game against the Chiefs because of some injuries, and it was like embarrassing. It was so bad. He got torched every play. It was like a penalty. It was a joke, and the Chiefs picked on him from that moment on. It was like, man, I forgot that he was with the Bills, being that he was a first round pick and never played. It's so wild too. When you Google this, right? Bills trade up to select Florida cornerback Kair Elam with number 23 pick in 2022. That's so wild. We ended up with the 23 pick, I think, when we took Trey White, when we traded back and let the Chiefs move up and take Mahomes, which people say it haunts them. I'm glad we got Josh. It is what it is. But I was so shocked in was it the last draft or the draft before that, when with Xavier Worthy, we again made a deal with the Chiefs, and I just could not understand that for the life of me, that they're our number one op, and we deal with them again. I don't know. It was bugged out to me. But you see here, rumor, Panthers preparing to trade for Bills first round bust. Other suitors in play. While it's not official, one Buffalo Bills reporter believes the team is close to finalizing a Kair Elam deal with the Panthers. So it's like, is this just like a troll? Was that guy joking? Because the page talking about it seemed like a joke. The Buffalo Bills have been busy in the lead up to start of the 2025 league year, and one local beat reporter believes the team could trade first round pick Kair Elam to the Panthers. Now, I will say, I feel like a schmuck if this is indeed just some trolling, but everyone knows we got like all kinds of a rapport with Carolina, being that McDermott used to be there, and we've traded numerous players and picked up numerous players from there over and over. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was the deal, but what could they give us? Elam hasn't lived up to expectations, but like, what could they give us for him? What is he worth? A 7th round pick? I mean, I just can't even see it. This has to be a joke, right? Elam hasn't lived up to expectations, but has had moments of brilliance throughout his short career. Unfortunately, those moments have been too few and far between, and Buffalo could move on without the Florida product. Now, oh no, so that ain't a troll page. Mookie Hawkins. Let's check him out. I follow all kinds of Bill stuff, and I don't know nothing about Mookie. What's this here? Beans Barbershop restructures, extensions, and cuts. Extend Cook. Yeah, everyone was saying with the extensions of Terrell Bernard and who else would be? Oh, Shakir, who both deserve extensions, and I'm so glad that the Bills did it. That James Cook is probably like, man, what's going on? But if the Bills approach it from like analytics, Moneyball aspect at all, you guys know, like analytically, running backs, a lot of teams look at it like running backs are so replaceable. Isn't that crazy? A position where they put their body on the line in the craziest way. Um, they come and go. You could be the man one year, like Sean Alexander in the Super Bowl, and like, was he MVP too? I can't recall. And then like a free agent and fade off into the abyss the next year. But where's he talking about this Elam stuff? I'm not seeing it on his page, but I ain't gonna sit here and scroll. But yeah, what does everyone think about Jimbo Cook not getting extensions? It seems to be walking back. Clown as what do we got here? Elam to Panthers has not been confirmed, but his name has been mentioned. Sorry for the melee. I owe everyone one push-up. Oh, so it seems this was either a troll or just BS. But I've done videos like this before where I've gotten fooled by fake accounts and things like that. But you see, obviously, I'm not the only one who, I don't want to say got fooled, but thought enough to report on this. But that's how it is too with the news. Let's talk about that. My point is I like putting the videos up anyways, just for the talking points and engage with other fans out there. But yeah, man, like what could Elam? What's it say about Jason Sehorn? The Carolina Panthers have one of the league's worst defenses and could use as much help as they can get. While the defensive line is the biggest issue, the secondary needs someone to complement Pro Bowler J.C. Horn. Damn, I read that wrong. I said Jason Sehorn. Mike Jackson had a surprisingly strong season, but he's a free agent and could leave for greener pastures. Even if they do re-sign him, the Panthers could use a cost-effective third cornerback. Kair Elam is still on his rookie contract, and a trade with the Bills shouldn't prevent the Panthers from signing a pass rusher or two. While the Panthers appear to be the front runners in the Kair Elam trade sweepstakes, as we found out, it was simply a muse, right? The guy reporting this walked it back. There would be no sweepstakes. That's why this was like pretty shocking to everyone, I think, right? Everyone I saw reacting to it was acting like me, where they were like, who would want to trade for Elam? And if like the Bills were to cut him, I don't think he would be a hot commodity on the market. I mean, guys that ain't going to be in the league are going to get deals in the offseason for teams to preseason stock up to cut down to the 53-man roster. But it's like, I don't know, unless there's rare occurrences. Like I was talking about in a video the other day about Aaron Maben. I'm sure a lot of Bills fans will remember what some may say could be one of the worst first-round picks ever by the Bills. Some people throw Terrell Troop up in there too, but he got hurt, man. He was said to be a solid prospect, but they did an in-depth story about how he had, I think he hurt his back or something like that, got strung out on the pain pills and just was never the same. And I remember whatever covered it, he was on Twitter thanking people for reaching out, tweeting, adding him, being like, man, we talked a lot of ish about you. It's tough what happened, like sorry, basically. And he was thanking people. So it was cool to see some kind of silver lining for the dude. Again, well, we're just fans who watch the game, and these players really put their life, health on the line, all that. Hell with the CT Izzle stuff. I mean, really, your mental faculties and all that is you know, you could not be the same person, and there's all kinds of horrible effects that has with depression and all kinds of stuff or whatever. So it was cool to see him get a little bit of love, even though it didn't pan out. But Aaron Maben, the point was, some people think did he win the Dick Butkus Award? I can't recall, but he never started. He sat on the bench. Some people theorized he didn't even try. Something wasn't hitting right, but the Jets picked him up and got some production out of him, surprisingly. He had a couple strip sacks, and they were using him as a situational pass rusher. And if I recall, he was like an undersized linebacker. As with the way the game has changed, you see players that don't fit the typical mold at a lot of different positions. And we've seen that smaller, more athletic linebackers, and Maben, I think, was kind of one of those, but the Bills, it just didn't work out. But the Jets saw something in him. So the point that I'm getting at is, even with some of the, I guess, biggest busts in the league, there could be someone out there who could say, listen, in the right role, in the right way, I could use this player. Just saying, at the end of the day. But it turned out to just be a muse. Any Bills fans out there, if you see this, comment and let me know your thoughts about all this. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We talk Bills, football, other sports, crime stories, music stories, a lot of different stuff. So go Bills.